this is going very far back to the first DS game that I ever got, which was Super Mario 64 DS. The superior version that I will fight anyone over.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I will take 3 extra characters and 30 new stars over a shitty ass analog stick any day of the week.
Here's the thing. I recently played Super Mario 64. Granted, it was the Switch port on the virtual console, or on the whatever you want to call it. I understand that for the time it was a revolutionary game, and being able to use the third-person camera was huge. But dude, you try playing that shit now after playing Super Mario Odyssey, and it's just, as someone who didn't grow up playing Super Mario 64, that shit's rough, dude. It's like tank controls in Resident Evil. It's like, if you're just so used to control that is objectively better, I will go out on a limb and say that Super Mario 64's control, it makes the game not as fun for me, because half the time I'm trying to land on a... Anyway, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. But we will fight you if you try to tell us
fight you.
that the DS version is
fuck out of here with that original shit.
To the original 64
Fuck
version.
out of here, boy.
So, Super Mario 64 DS. Tell us about it.
It was, like I said, the first DS game I got. I remember going to the store and I wanted to buy Nintendogs.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, why? I was like, because my friend has it.
Yeah.
And he was like, you should get something else. So I got Mario. And yeah, forever thankful for that. Yeah, everyone knows Super Mario 64. This was the remake on the DS where they added Yoshi, Luigi, and Wario as playable characters.
Yep. As
mentioned, there's 30 more stars, so there's 150 in this game as opposed to the 120. It looks better. Might not control better, but...
I was going to say, for DS standards, I mean, at the time, we had a D-pad, a directional pad.
Yeah. Directional pad. Who calls it directional pad?
Yeah. Only me. Only me, because now every game has fucking analog sticks.
Yeah.
Every game system does. The only time I ever use the D-pad in games anymore is like in Persona 3 when you open up your phone, because it's like a flip phone because it takes place in 2003 or whatever. You can only control who like you text with like the D-pad. So aside from niche controls like that, trying to play a 3D Mario game with just a D-pad, I mean, I feel like
I managed it. I got all 150 stars.
Oh damn!
As like a 10-year-old. So quit bitching. It's completely doable.
I was just bitching before. Okay, I'm not saying that Mario DS has better controls than Mario 64. I'm just saying I think I'm running into a little snag in my argument here. You know what? If you like Super Mario 64, that's cool. That's cool. Because Mario 64 DS also has not super great controls, but you know, I still think it's a good game.
Yeah. What else is to say? It's just like, you know, you go around these cool hub worlds and you get the stars, you do the missions. I even remember like the day, because the way you unlock the character, you start as Yoshi in this version, and you have to. All the characters are locked behind these doors, which you have to do a boss. You have to fight like a mini boss for each one of them to unlock them. So for Mario, you got to fight the King Goomba.
Yeah.
Goomboss, I think he's called.
Yeah.
Luigi, you got to fight King Boo, obviously. Wario is like this icicle guy. But I still remember it was in this room, like around where Nick is sitting, because that's where my bed was, and I was laying. It was nighttime. I was playing under the covers, And when I first found the Luigi painting, I almost shat myself because I was looking for him for so long because he was my favorite. And yeah, I just vividly remember a lot of this game, playing it for the first time, and it was just a great time. It's kind of like you said, like these games that you grew up with, but objectively there's better versions of it now.
Yeah.
Like Odyssey is obviously way better than this game, but like, man, I played the absolute piss out of 64 DS. And it's one of the few games where I still have my very first like copy of. I never got rid of it.
No.
So it's like super old. Like the instruction manual is like all like crusty now.
Yeah.
Cause like I got rid of so many games. Pretty much everything. Almost every game I used to have, like all my Pokemon games, all that shit is gone.
Yeah.
But this one I still have from way back in the day. It's like the only game I have back from those days.
Now I feel a little bad. How you know what? We got off to the wrong foot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. You know, I have so many games on my list that there are better versions of. I'm glad that we get to share that, you know. And I think I'm just jealous of people that got to play Mario games when they were kids. The only Mario game I had was on Game Boy Advance, and it was a port of Super Mario 2, but I did not know it was a port of the second Mario Brothers game. It also had the original Mario Brothers game on it, but I didn't have any home Nintendo consoles. I didn't get to play Super Mario Sunshine. I didn't get to play Pokemon Coliseum or XD. I didn't have a GameCube. I didn't have a Wii. So when it came to Mario games, I only got to play them on DS. And you know, I think that's why I'm upset whenever people mention Super Mario 64 being really good. Because I'm like, no, it's not. I tried playing it once, and it controlled like dog shit, and I was bad at it, and it made me feel bad. You know, I think maybe I can put that behind me and grow up and acknowledge that, you know, there are people out there that like that game. There are people out there that like the DS port. All that matters, though, is that we acknowledge that when it comes to Mario versus Sonic, Mario games have always been better than Sonic games. Let's just talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
Have you played the Genesis
OG
Sonic
games blow dick, dude.
They're not good.
They're fun for like the first two stages, and then it just gets stupid.
Because they stop making you go fast. That's the whole point of Sonic the Hedgehog, is to go fast, and then you try to go fast, and then you hit an enemy that you didn't see and lose 100 rings, and then you have to stop because you get stuck by a spring and you have to jump on that. And then there are water levels. Who wanted water levels in a Sonic game? Not me.
Just like Jakey says, right?
Yeah.
Have you played Sonic 2? Where the most of the fun is like high speed just to be ruined by some purple water?
Yeah.
What a piece of shit. Chemical plant.
As long as we acknowledge that Mario has always been... Even Mario's worst games, I feel like, are better than Sonic's best games. I'm going to say it.
I mean, besides like, you know, the stupid shit like Mario's Missing like Hotel Mario. I mean, I don't even know what is the worst Mario game.
I mean, some people say that Sunshine doesn't control very well. Other people don't jump on the Odyssey hype train, you know, but I've never once...
Y'all are just stupid.
Sorry about him, but he's right. Yeah, I just think, you know, Mario came out first, and everyone else since just tried to copy what he was doing.
Granted, I haven't played nearly as many because there's just a shitload.
There's a lot of Mario games,
but
I mean, we played a lot of the party games. I know that's different, but that's also Mario.
Oh my god, the mini games, dude! The mini games on Mario 64 DS. Holy fucking shit! Oh my god. I played the hell out of those too, man. Those were so damn fun. You had like the Luigi section was all just gambling. nothing but gambling games like poker, like Go Fish or like Texas Hold'em or whatever the hell.
Sure.
Yoshi had all like the weird games, like the one where you have to find, like in the dark, you have to find their like picture, or like the stupid ass memory thing. And then Mario had like that cool one where you have to like draw the like the trampolines for the little Marios to bounce on top of the thing. Wario had some cool ones where you have to like shoot the bomb bombs at the things coming down. Dude, there were so many good minigames. There were so many good minigames in that game. That is the third big ass reason why this one shits all over the shitty ass original. Fuck Super Mario 64.
Yeah, fuck Super Mario 64.
All about that
We're
DS,
back where
son.
we started.
All
We're
about that
right back
DS,
where
son.
we started. Fuck you guys.
Are you shitting me? Those 30 minigames, 3 new characters, 30 fucking stars. Fuck the original. And then there's the verses, which I never really did.
Yeah.
Because you had to like play with someone else.
Right, and we didn't have friends growing up.
So
So
there wasn't much there. But yeah. Fuck, man. I totally forgot the minigames. That's crazy.
that is crazy. Yeah, I guess growing up, when we grew up, was pretty awesome, actually. What were we? We had the best games. We had the best movies. We had the best music coming out. And all Mario games had mini games.
Good ass minigames.
It's kind of the best thing ever. So I'm sorry I said fuck you guys. That was inappropriate. That was I can't believe it. We got off to another wrong foot. That's both feet. That's both feet. I cannot make another impression.
Fucking crippled ass.
I can't make. Yeah, I can't make any other impression. I've used up my first and second impressions. So, I guess the only impression that I got left is, well, I'm sure you can tell what my last impression is. It's pretty obvious.
And with that, it's
pretty
gonna
good.
do it for episode 41.
No, I'm in the middle of something. I'm
Too
in the middle
bad
of doing
we
my
didn't
impression.
get into cars. Too bad we never grew up on Mario games podcast.
I mean, I guess.
Well,
I
I
guess
did.
You did.
It was just this one. It was really just this
It
one.
was just the one. And
Yeah.
Mario Kart DS.
And
We
oh
also-
fuck, dude, Mario Kart DS.
Yeah, that's
Oh
also.
shit,
I've been doing Kermit this whole time.
that's another one. Where like, yeah, 8's better, but dude, DS, my favorite one.
But I was just talking to some people about the DS. What do they call it? Where one person had the cartridge and then other people
Download play,
dude. That was back when video games companies didn't give as much of a shit about milking all of the money out of gamers that they could.
Yeah, the worst thing is that you could only play as Shy Guy.
Yeah,
if you
but
had
like,
that. But, like, who gives a shit?
You still get to play Mario.
That was the
Kart.
only way you could play a Shy Guy. Actually, you couldn't play him like loading up the game.
Yeah,
you had to be like the download play from someone else.
dude. So many mornings on the bus, I forget which person had Mario. I think we all got it eventually.
I think it was me.
It must have been you. But we just had 15 minutes on the bus before school, and we would just race a shit ton of times. And then there was the one race where it was like a battle, and you were just throwing shells at each other, and you had balloons.
Balloon battle. Yep.
Dude, Mario's pretty fucking great. Mario's pretty cool, I guess. So, anyway, if you're the one person on the planet listening to this podcast that hasn't played a Mario game, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor and buy a Nintendo DS for $200 and then find Mario 64 DS and play that. Do yourself a favor. And while you're at it, listen to System of a Down. I can't think of any better pairing than Super Mario Brothers and System of a Down. Well,
yeah, and every time he says bounce, pogo, 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 you can just like hit the R button to like do a little hop.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
in Mario Kart.
Oh right, yeah, Mario Kart. Or you can't jump in rhythm because he takes too long to jump.
He does, yeah. All of them.
Maybe except when he just says bounce, bounce, pogo, 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 bounce,
Yeah.
jump.
Jump.
You can do that. That's
You
pretty
can do
cool.
that.
And then just have this movie on in the background, and it's pretty good. Even though I don't know, you can't do music and movies at the same time. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe put subtitles on and just have it on mute.
Yeah, that's true.
Do all three at the same time. No problem.
Yeah, that's the original fucking Family Guy clip on TikTok. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah, where people try to get you to pay attention to like a shitty ass like game that they're trying to advertise, and then on top they have a clip of Family Guy.
Yeah.
That's the original. That's the just. Anyway,
Actual dumb fucks. Man.
we gotta. It's brain rot, dude.